Welcome back to the United States of America, Rare Coins PK Information Channel, where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasure. Today you're going to discover 5 United States of America coins that will shock you right out of your seat. Some of those coins, if sitting unnoticed in your collection or pocket change, could be worthy. That's not a type. And no, you don't need to be a millionaire to own one. You might already have it and not even know. We are about to uncover rare designs, mysterious mint errors, and stories that tie into United States of America history right into the palm of your hand. And trust me, every single coin we are about to explore hides a surprise that could leave you speechless. Now, before we jump into the first, you say a moment to look at your change jar, your dresser drawer, even that old coffee can into the garage, because by the end of this video, you will be racing to check if your coin matches one of these rare, mind-blowing finds. Now, I am ready when you are. Go ahead and send me the first coin picture or details, and I will start crafting its story with all the drama, value, and excitement packed in. Now take a closer look at this coin at first glance. It looks like any regular coin one. Today we're diving into one of the most underrated but powerfully valuable coins circulating in the American numismatic world, the USA Jefferson Nickel 1980p. This isn't just any 5-cent piece in fine condition. This coin is capturing serious attention in today's action-packed coin market. So if you have one of these nickels sitting in your drawer or tucked away in a coin collection, get ready, because it might just be worth much more than you think. From its history to the unique features that make it a collector's dream, and of course its current skyrocketing value, we're covering it all in today's video. So sit back, subscribe, and let's explore why the 1980p Jefferson Nickel is becoming a true star in the rare coin market. The Jefferson Nickel has been a staple of United States currency since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by German-American sculptor Felix Schlegel, the Jefferson Nickel quickly became one of the most recognized coins in circulation. Fast forward to 1980, a time when the U.S. Mint was making subtle but important changes in production and minting quality. The 1980p Jefferson Nickel marks a period of modern transition. Notably, it was one of the first years where the Philadelphia Mint officially used the P Mint mark on Jefferson Nickel, adding a significant layer of importance to its identity. This makes the 1980p more than just a piece of history. It's a turning point in U.S. minting, adding tremendous value for collectors today. One of the standout aspects of the 1980p Jefferson Nickel is its crisp, well-defined design, especially in fine and uncirculated condition. The obverse features a detailed profile of President Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse showcases his iconic Monticello home. But what makes the 1980p unique is the subtle strike characteristics and strong die variety discovered in a few known examples. These varieties, especially full steps on the Monticello stairs, are particularly prized. Collectors are always on the hunt for sharp detail, and the 1980p delivers exactly that in many fine condition examples. And because of the Philadelphia Mint's updates in this era, the precision of the 1980 strike makes it an ideal target for high-end collectors seeking coins with depth, character, and official historical importance. You might be wondering, how rare can a 1980 coin be? The truth is, while millions were minted, finding one in fine or above average condition with full steps and clear features is becoming increasingly difficult. Most of these coins were used heavily in daily circulation, making pristine examples far more scarce than people realize. Coins graded as fine or higher, especially those that display strong luster and little surface wear, are now being chased by both new and seasoned collectors. And let's not forget, certain known varieties, including off-center strikes or misalignments, have pushed this coin into the spotlight of specialty collectors. The demand is growing year by year in global numismatic circles. Now here's the exciting part. How much is a 1980p Jefferson Nickel actually worth today? In the current action-packed coin market, a fine condition 1980p can command $1,305 to $1,625, depending on eye appeal and any unique die markers. If it has full steps, that price can skyrocket to $1,655 to $1,500 or more, especially if graded by a top-tier grading service like PCGS or NGC. Some pristine examples, certified MS65 and above, have sold for $2,350 or higher in recent online auctions. That's right, a 5-cent coin potentially worth hundreds, simply because of its preserved beauty, historical importance, and growing market demand. With prices trending upward, especially in collector communities and digital marketplaces, this coin is no longer hiding in the shadows. It's stepping into the spotlight. If you're lucky enough to own a 1980p Jefferson Nickel, don't just let it sit in a drawer. First, inspect the coin under a magnifier. Look for strong details, minimal wear, and especially full steps on Monticello. If it stands out, consider having it professionally graded. This step can instantly boost its market value. Store it properly, away from moisture or rough handling, using a protective coin flip or capsule. And if you are looking to buy, now is a smart time. Prices are still climbing, and fine condition 1980p nickels are becoming harder to source in the wild. Watch online auctions and attend local coin shows. You never know where a rare gem might appear. Also, connect with other collectors. The coin community is growing fast, and sharing your finds could lead to great trades or insights into market trends. So there you have it. The United States of America, Jefferson Nickel, 1980p is not just a piece of pocket change. It's a valuable asset in the world of coin collecting. With its rich history, unique mint features, increasing rarity, and rapidly rising value, this coin is proving to be one of the standout nickels of the modern era. Whether you're a beginner building your first collection or a seasoned collector seeking your next big find, the 1980p is a coin you absolutely want to keep your eye on. Its demand in the market is only getting hotter, and its story continues to evolve. So check your change, dig into your collection, and who knows, you might already be holding a small fortune. Next up, if you're a collector, investor, or just someone who loves uncovering hidden gems in the world of numismatics, you're in for a real treat today. We're diving deep into a coin that's been gaining serious attention in today's action-packed market, the legendary 1970 Jefferson Nickel. This isn't just your average pocket change. It's a coin that, in fine condition, is being recognized for its increasing value, historical relevance, and collector demand. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner, this coin could be a game changer for your collection. So stay tuned as we unpack everything you need to know about this fascinating piece of American coinage. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and has become one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. Designed by Felix Schlegel, the coin pays tribute to the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, whose legacy of leadership, intellect, and innovation is embedded right into the fabric of this coin's design. Fast forward to 1970, and we find ourselves at a pivotal time in American history. The country was in the midst of cultural and political shifts, and coins from this era have become symbols of a changing America. The 1970 Jefferson Nickel, minted in Denver, is part of that historical narrative. Though it may seem like just another coin from the 70s, collectors are discovering that certain versions of this coin, especially those in fine or better condition, hold far more value than initially believed. What makes the 1970 Jefferson Nickel stand out are its subtle yet powerful design and minting characteristics. The obverse of the coin features a bold and sharp profile of Thomas Jefferson, his gaze strong and determined, while the reverse showcases his iconic Monticello home with detailed architectural lines that reflect Schleg's artistic brilliance. But what truly sets this coin apart is the precision and rarity of high-quality strikes from the Denver Mint that year. The D Mint mark, placed on the reverse to the right of Monticello, signifies its Denver origin, and this tiny letter is now synonymous with rising collector interest. Some specimens from this year are known for exceptional clarity in details, minimal wear, and highly desirable mint luster. These factors combine to elevate the 1970 D nickel beyond ordinary circulation and into a class of its own. Let's talk about rarity, because rarity is where the real value lies. While millions of 1970 D nickels were produced, only a fraction have survived in collectible condition, especially in the fine to uncirculated grades. Many were lost in circulation, worn down through decades of use, or simply discarded. This makes finding a 1970 D in fine or better condition a true numismatic prize. What's even more exciting is that collectors are on the hunt for sharp details in Jefferson's hair, clean steps on Monticello, and coins with little to no contact marks. These high-grade features drastically increase the demand for this coin. As more collectors enter the hobby and seek to complete full date and mint mark Jefferson nickel sets, the 1970 D in well-preserved condition is moving higher and higher on the must-have list. And when demand rises, so does value, and that is exactly what we are seeing in the current market. Now, for the part that gets everyone excited, the value. The 1970 D Jefferson Nickel, in fine condition, is currently being valued much higher than many would expect. In today's active collector market, even moderately graded examples are fetching solid prices, and those with higher grades and strong eye appeal can command impressive premium. A fine condition 1970 D nickel can go from a modest base value into the double digits depending on surface quality and collector interest. Higher grades, especially those graded MS65 and above, are pulling in values ranging from $1,650 to well over $145,200 at auction. Rare full-step examples can reach even higher figures, with the most pristine versions breaking into the upper hundreds. And with coin collecting at an all-time high in popularity, values are only expected to rise as availability and fine condition become scarcer. If you're looking to add the 1970D Jefferson Nickel to your collection, now is the perfect time. First, focus on quality. Look for coins with strong details, minimal wear, and clean fields. Don't settle for average. Aim for the best condition your budget allows. Check reputable dealers, auction platforms, and collector forums, and always verify the authenticity and grading of buying online. If you happen to find one in circulation or an old coin jar, examine it carefully. You could be sitting on something far more valuable than pocket change. Also, consider having it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC if it appears to be in particularly good condition. Having a certified grade can drastically boost both its value and appeal when reselling. And lastly, stay informed, follow market trends, track auctions, and join coin communities where the buzz around coins like the 1970D Jefferson Nickel is only growing louder. To wrap it all up, the 1970D Jefferson Nickel is more than just a coin. It's a piece of American history, a work of art, and a growing asset in the collector's market. Its value, driven by rarity, condition, and increasing demand, is gaining attention from serious collectors and casual hobbyists alike. This is your chance to get ahead of the curve, to recognize the potential in what others may overlook, and to hold on to a coin that is proving its worth year after year. So whether you're building a set, investing in rare finds, or just love the thrill of the hunt, the 1970D Jefferson Nickel deserves a spot in your collection. Don't underestimate this coin. Its time to shine is now. Next up, we are uncovering one of the most underrated gems in the United States, coinage. The 1977 Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark, especially in fine condition. You might think it is just another old coin, but what if I told you this simple nickel could be worth far more than 5 cents? Yes, that's right. This coin has captured serious attention in the collector's market, and its value is climbing rapidly. So stick around, because we're going to take you on a journey through its history, its unique features, its growing demand, and what makes this nickel a true treasure in the world of numismatics. Let's rewind back to 1977. A time when America was in a period of transformation, moving from the post-Vietnam era into an age of economic change and cultural shifts. The Jefferson Nickel, already a staple of the United States. Coinage since 1938, continued production with a familiar design honoring Thomas Jefferson. What makes the 1977 issue interesting is that most of them were minted in Philadelphia. And like tradition at the time, Philadelphia mint coins did not carry a mint mark. So when we talk about a 1977 Jefferson Nickel with no mint mark, we're talking about a coin struck in Philly. While this might seem ordinary, it actually forms the foundation of a fascinating story. Because even among the millions produced, not all of these nickels are created equal. With subtle dye variations, aging characteristics, and increasing interest in mid-20th century American coins, this specific issue is becoming a magnet for serious collectors. Now let's talk about the features that make the 1977 no mint mark Jefferson Nickel so special. On the obverse, you will see a strong left-facing profile of Thomas Jefferson, confident, composed, and timeless. What seasoned collectors love about this coin is the sharp detailing that can still be preserved even in circulated coins. The reverse features Monticello, Jefferson's iconic estate, with architectural lines that often reveal interesting die wear or doubling depending on the strike. In fine condition, the details in Jefferson's hair and cheekbone, as well as the steps on Monticello, stand out beautifully. The lack of a mint mark beneath the date gives it a clean and classic look that many find aesthetically superior. But beyond the design, it is the coin's ability to hold up in fine condition after decades of circulation that makes it a truly prized piece. Every detail you can see on this coin adds to its historical and financial value. The demand for the 1977 no mint mark Jefferson Nickel in fine condition is surging, and for good reason. While millions were minted, finding one today in truly well-preserved condition without scratches, heavy wear, or corrosion is much rarer than you would expect. Coins that have survived in fine or even higher grades represent a fraction of their original mintage. What is causing this sudden surge in interest? It's the growing community of collectors focusing on late 20th century US. Coins, particularly nickels, which are often overlooked yet offer immense long-term value. The fact that this nickel isn't a commemorative or proof coin, but a regular circulation piece, makes it all the more exciting. People are now going through their old change jars, coin rolls, and bank boxes in hopes of finding one in premium condition. And auction houses are taking note with bids climbing as buyers look to secure this piece before prices spike further. So let's get into the numbers. What is this 1977 Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark really worth in today's market? In recent online auctions and collector marketplaces, this coin in fine condition is fetching anywhere from $1,075 to $1,575, depending on luster, strike, and surface preservation. That's an incredible return when you think about it. And if you happen to have one in extremely fine or even uncirculated condition, you could be looking at values that range well above $5,600 or more, especially if graded and authenticated by major coin grading services. The market for Jefferson nickels is heating up, with collectors building complete sets by date and condition, which pushes demand even higher. As more of these coins get taken off the market and into private collections, scarcity increases, and so does value. If you're a collector or even just getting started, here's what you need to know to hunt for the 1977 Jefferson nickel and potentially unlock its full value. First, look carefully at the condition. Aim for coins with minimal wear, clear details on Jefferson's face, and strong reverse lines on Monticello. Even better if you can see partial or full steps. Second, always store your coins properly. Use protective holders to avoid further wear or contamination. Third, consider getting your most promising coins graded by a reputable service. A professional grade can instantly boost its market value and make it more appealing to serious buyers. And finally, stay informed, watch auctions, read forums, and follow collectors' trends, because the demand for coins like this one is always evolving. Being in the know gives you a huge advantage in this exciting hobby. So there you have it, the 1977 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark. May look ordinary at first glance, but it holds extraordinary potential for collectors and investors alike. With its historical roots, unique characteristics, growing rarity and fine condition, and surging market value, this coin is quickly becoming one of the most sought-after pieces in the United States. Coin collecting. Whether you are looking to expand your collection, start a new hobby, or find that hidden gem in your coin jar, keep an eye out for this valuable nickel. You never know, the next small coin you find might just be worth a small fortune. Next up is going to take you deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable American coins, with a sharp spotlight on one special gem, the 1984 D Washington quarter. If you have got one of these tucked away in your old change jar or inherited collection, you may be sitting on a surprising treasure. These quarters may look like your everyday change, but don't be fooled. This specific mint mark and year combination is turning heads in today's coin collecting scene. From fine condition pieces to more pristine examples, the 1984 D Washington quarter is gaining significant traction, both in collector circles and in the competitive auction market. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, inspired to start digging through your coin stash. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since 1932. Introduced to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the decades, it has gone through several design and composition changes, but the 1984 D holds a particularly interesting place in its timeline. Minted in Denver, the D mark signifies its origin from the famed Denver Mint, known for producing high volumes of circulating coin. 1984 wasn't a flashy year in U.S. numismatics at first glance, but that's exactly what makes this coin so fascinating. It emerged during a period of major economic transition in the United States, and today it represents more than just 25 cents. It symbolizes a hidden chapter in coinage history, now commanding attention from investors and collectors alike. One of the standout aspects of the 1984 D Washington quarter lies in its subtle yet distinct minting characteristic. Collectors often look for strong strikes, clear details in Washington's hair, and sharp, legible lettering on both sides of the coin. In the case of the 1984 D, fine condition coins exhibit clean rim lines and decent preservation of the eagle on the reverse. But what's really catching the eye of serious numismatists are certain die varieties and minting errors occasionally found on these coins. Some examples show doubling effects, die chips, or off-center strikes, all of which drive up value and interest. Even without these rare errors, a well-kept 1984 D stands out due to its age, production quality, and growing rarity in circulation. Now, let's talk rarity. The 1984 D quarter might have once been common in pockets across America, But fast forward to today, and finding one in fine or better condition is no easy feat. Decades of use have worn down most of these coins, and pristine examples have become increasingly scarce. The demand from collectors has surged, especially for coins that haven't been overly worn or damaged. Fine condition coins are still highly sought after, but those with sharp details, minimal scratches, and original luster are commanding serious attention. The coin's age, its demint mark, and the relative lack of surviving high-grade specimens all combine to create a high-demand scenario in the collector's market. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a new enthusiast, the 1984D is a piece you'll want in your collection and fast. Let's get to the part you've all been waiting for. How much is this coin actually worth today? The value of a 1984 D Washington quarter in fine condition has seen impressive increases recently, with market prices reflecting a growing appreciation for its historical and collectible importance. While circulated coins might fetch between $1,605 to $2,725, depending on visual quality, those in very fine to extremely fine condition can easily climb upwards of $3,540 or more. Uncirculated and mint state examples, those can go beyond $5,791, especially when graded by a professional service. And if your coin happens to have a rare error or variety, you could be looking at a value in the several hundreds of dollars. Collectors and investors alike are watching these coins closely as their market performance continues to rise. For those of you ready to dive into collecting or investing in Washington quarters, the 1984D is an excellent place to start or expand. First, always handle coins carefully and consider using gloves to avoid oils from your skin. Storing your quarters in acid-free flips or professional coin holders will preserve their condition. If you believe your coin is in exceptional shape or shows any signs of a minting error, consider getting it graded. Certification not only verifies authenticity, but often boosts resale value dramatically. Keep an eye on auction platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions to stay updated on trending sale prices. And most importantly, never underestimate the power of a well-timed acquisition. The market for the 1984D is growing, and owning a fine condition specimen now could pay off in both personal satisfaction and financial value in the near future. So there you have it, a deeper look into why the 1984-D Washington quarter is quickly becoming one of the most talked about pieces in modern U.S. coin collecting. From its historical significance to its rising rarity and current market demand, this unassuming quarter is a treasure hiding in plain sight. Whether you're in it for the love of history, the thrill of the hunt, or the potential for profit, this coin offers it all. If you've got a 1984 D Washington quarter, now's the time to take a closer look. You might be holding on to something far more valuable than you ever imagined. Next up, we're diving into an exciting and highly valuable treasure from modern United States. Coinage history, the 1994 P. Washington quarter. If you have ever come across this unassuming coin in your pocket change or tucked away in an old coin jar, do not be too quick to spend it. Because today, we're uncovering the rising demand, collector interest, and hidden value behind the 1994 P. Washington quarter, especially in fine condition or better. This coin is turning heads in the modern coin market, and it is making waves in both collector circles and online auctions. Stick with me till the end, because we are going deep into the features, background, collector demand, current dollar values, and expert tips to help you identify whether you might just be sitting on a true numismatic gem. The Washington quarter has a rich and enduring legacy in the United States. Coinage. First introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, this quarter quickly became a staple in American currency. Fast forward to 1994, and the quarter had already been a familiar part of daily life for decades, but that year, something unique was happening. The U.S. Mint in Philadelphia struck the 1994 P. Washington quarter, and while at first glance it may seem just like any other quarter, this particular mintage has since become a hot item in numismatic markets due to its condition-based rarity and increasing collector attention. What makes the 1994 P stand out is not necessarily a low mintage. There were millions made, but rather the growing recognition among collectors that high-grade or fine condition examples of this coin are becoming harder and harder to find in circulation. Coins that have remained in exceptional condition over the years are now being hunted down by collectors, dealers, and investors alike. Now, let's take a close look at the unique features of the 1994 P. Washington quarter. First, of course, we have the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, originally designed by John Flanagan. But what makes the 1994 P special is the clarity, strike sharpness, and overall finish that defines coins in fine or uncirculated condition. Many quarters from this era were heavily used in circulation, leading to widespread wear and tear. So when a 1994 P quarter appears with clear, sharp details on Washington's hair, clean lettering, and a strong strike on the reverse eagle, it immediately stands out. The P mint mark, located just to the right of Washington's ponytail, signifies that this coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most active and historically significant facilities in American coin production. Collectors especially prize coins that still have original mint luster, minimal scratches, and well-defined features. It's these small details that make all the difference when evaluating rarity and value. Now let's talk about rarity and collector demand. While the 1994 P Washington quarter may not be scarce in sheer numbers, it becomes increasingly rare when we narrow our focus to coins in fine condition, extra fine, or mint state grades. That's where things get exciting. Due to decades of use, most of these coins have long since been worn down or damaged in circulation. But when a clean, well-preserved 1994 P appears, it draws instant interest. Grading plays a huge role here. Coins graded MS-64, MS-65, and above by professional grading services are fetching eye-catching prices in the market. Collectors who specialize in assembling full-date and mint mark sets are always on the lookout for high-grade examples. And as these pristine coins become more difficult to locate, their value continues to climb. It's that perfect combination of condition-based scarcity and widespread collector enthusiasm that fuels this market's momentum. So what kind of money are we talking about for the 1994 P Washington quarter in today's action-packed coin market? In circulated condition, this coin might seem ordinary, but when you hit fine, extremely fine, or mint state quality, you enter a different ballgame. A fine condition 1994 P quarter is already drawing solid offers from private collectors, and prices can easily range from $1.65 to $1,615, depending on eye appeal and grade. But here's where it gets more impressive. Coins that are certified in higher mint state grades, especially MS-65 and above, have been selling for $1,510 or more in online auctions and private sales. Some MS-67 examples have pushed past $3,530, depending on strike quality and visual appeal. That's a significant return on a coin that many people still overlook in their daily change. It's a clear sign that this quarter is gaining serious traction in the modern rare coin scene. For collectors and enthusiasts who want to get their hands on a valuable 1994 P Washington quarter, or who may already have one, here are a few important things to keep in mind. First, always examine your coins under good lighting and magnification. Look for strong details, clean surfaces, and that unmistakable original mint shine. If you suspect your coin is in particularly fine or uncirculated condition, consider sending it in to a professional grading service. A certified grade can dramatically increase your coin's marketability and value. Also, keep an eye on online marketplaces, estate sales, and coin shows. You'd be surprised how often a gem slips through the cracks. And finally, protect your investment. Store your coins in non-PVC holders away from humidity and handle them carefully by the edges to maintain their pristine condition. So there you have it, the 1994 P Washington quarter, in fine or better condition, is not just a piece of pocket change. It's a rising star in the coin collecting world, gaining momentum, value, and appreciation every single year. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector just starting out, this coin is a perfect example of how hidden value can be found in unexpected places. With its historical legacy, condition-based rarity, and growing demand in the market, the 1994 P quarter is absolutely one to watch and one to hold on to. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into rare and valuable coins. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and who knows,